The 400 Mini is a scaled-down recreation of the Atari 400. Go berserk. Retro video game fans have another mini console to contend with, this time a recreation of the Atari 400. PlayOn and Retro Games Ltd have announced the $119.99 400 Mini is scaled down recreation of the 8-bit Atari 400, which first launched in 1979. The 400 Mini, due out March 28, 2024, includes 25 Atari games pre-installed, each selected from a carousel that includes the likes of Berserk, Lee, Millipede, Miner 2049er, MULE, and Star Raiders 2. You can save and resume your game at any time and rewind by up to 30 seconds. The 400 Mini comes with an updated CX40 joystick, dubbed the CX Stick, which features an additional 7 function buttons and USB, making it compatible with a wide range of consoles. Here are the key features courtesy of PlayOn. A half-size version of the distinctively styled Atari 400, emulating the whole 8-bit Atari range from the 400 to the 800 XL and the Atari 5200 home console. Also included is a recreation of the classic Atari CX40 joystick with an additional 7 seamlessly integrated function buttons, the ability for players to sideload their own games via a USB stick with support for cartridge, disc, and cassette ROMs, rewind and save games, HD TV output via HDMI with 5060 HD compatibility, 5 USB ports which allow for the addition of a modern keyboard, extra joysticks, and more. Look and feel of 1979, the 400 Mini has been lovingly crafted using modern technology, from the hard-to-match colors of the original machine to the authentic textures of the plastic casing and membrane keyboard. No compromise was made relative to the iconic 1970s look and feel of the original Atari 400. The CXS stick can be bought separately for $29.99. The 400 Mini will be available at Atari.com and Amazon.com for North American customers. Look at the comments. It says, who wants to buy this if it didn't sell well when it was first released 2600? I get that, but not for this. It says, well, the Atari 8-bit homebrew community is the third largest in the 8-bit scene, right behind Specky. The 400 and 800 Ataris are rare in Europe, and everyone wants one for their collections. A C64 has been released. ZX Next is out, so it only makes sense to release the next most popular platform with a vibrant community, new games, and hardware upgrades almost every month. Those you invest in this projects already know the numbers. It will be a massive hit in Europe for sure. Back when they made computer hardware in dingy beige because they knew it would all turn that color eventually. And someone says, I don't remember the Atari 400. So, what do you think of them remaking the Atari 400? Would you be interested to try out like Atari games or?
Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, guys. That's my son right there. Yeah, it looks good to play the Atari games from 1970s and the 1880s as well. Excuse me. And yeah, I never really played the. I do have this, like I keep saying to you guys over and over for the last couple of years now, on and off. I have this controller, this joystick-like thing. It's a has built-in Atari games in the 1970s and 80s, but I cannot find it right this second, or it's just too old to plug and play in right now. But whenever I get a chance to get my hands on it, I'll try to fix it or whatever. But hey, games from the 1970s as well too. So if it's better on this console, this 400 Mini, then more power to us gamers to play all the old shit with better, performance. That is. And Atari, yes, the Atari that we know now is that the Atari from 30, 40, 50 years ago, because they were bought out as a company, or another company that changed their name to Atari. So because it can shelf its former self in a sense, but they're bringing it back the basics to the Atari games. So let's see how it is with the next few days.
Yeah, and it's not like they did with the Nintendo and Super Nintendo Mini, where it's not going to read cartridges. They said although you'll have to put like a ROM on a USB stick, and you can add in more games that way, or at least temporarily play whatever games are on the USB stick, as well as
Yeah,
the 25 built-in games. Um, so there are some games I wonder if they have. I'm more interested in a list to see what's fully on this game. I wonder if combat would be on there. Um,
Right.
because that's one Atari game I'd be interested in trying out a little bit, at least.
Yeah.
Um, and also, I'm surprised it's going to be $120 when it comes out in March. Is this
That's not so
something you're going
bad.
to try to get, or
Not right away though. I'll wait until it's a little bit cheaper. I mean, it's affordable to some people out there like myself. Like if I really want to move my other entertainment um payments or expenses out of the way for that month next month, I want to buy it, but not right this second. It's not that important to me right this second. I got too many games that are backlogged now for me to play other games. From GTA 5 to Castlevania. Most of these games are on the Xbox, especially, let alone the PS2 games and the PS3 games I've been collecting over the years too, thanks to people donating to my channel and all through their the donations, to mail and stuff like that. So more power to them for doing that to me. So, but yeah, it's I'll try to give it a chance sometime this year to buy it.
yeah? Well, it doesn't come out till March, so
Okay,
um,
that's plenty of time then. Because Tomb Raider comes out, the Tomb Raider Remastered Edition, or the remaster for the first three games, it's coming out next month for about $25 on Steam and Xbox and PS4 and 5 and such. So I want to get the Xbox version, then I'll get the PC version sometime later this year. Hopefully by March, I'll try to get my hands on the, not really right away, but the 400 meaning I'll get my hands on sometime this year, hopefully by summertime.
okay. All right. So yeah. So I mean, like I said, I'm interested in the games. It's probably not something I'm gonna play because if it was something I was gonna play, it'd probably be something I played once and then never touched again. To be honest. Um,
Likewise, to some extent.
but it really depends on what games are gonna be on there. They
Yeah.
do have the Atari flashback consoles. They got like 9 or 10 different ones that you can get for like $25 each on like Amazon. Um, but to like they said, this is gonna look like the same, but it's gonna have HDMI. It's gonna have extra USB ports. So like I said, it sounds good, but to commit to buying it, I couldn't really say I would. Not without knowing the games that are going to be built in exactly. If they had like 10 or 15 games that I was interested, I'd be like, all right, then I'd buy it. But
Yeah.
um, I definitely could not say it, especially without knowing the games that would be, um, without knowing all the games that are going to be built in.
Oh yeah.